Hi, I'm Jasmine. This is Austin Underground. Thank you guys for watching. I'm here today with Calliope Musicals. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Doing awesome. A little tired, but
Tired?
kicking
How's your
back
day
into the
been
game.
so far? Have you been just running around all day?
Yeah, we got here pretty early, and it's beautiful out here, so we've been just soaking it in so far.
So, y'all are from Austin, correct? Okay, so I can't use the "How do you like Austin?" question then. You like it just
We've definitely been asked that question already, and we love Austin.
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to seeing anyone besides yourselves at ACL?
I'm really excited to see Alt J, and Gary Clark Jr. was amazing, and Alabama Shakes.
Oh yeah, Alabama Shakes is awesome.
Dwight Yoakam's playing tomorrow.
And Cherub, which was yesterday.
Can't wait to see Strokes.
Okay, so how did y'all's band first start? Can you give me a little background?
So the band started, Carrie and I were actually playing as songwriters back about 6 years ago. And I used to host shows at a local hookah bar. And so I would bring different songwriters in, and I was just playing as a songwriter as well. And, we played one night, and, it was just different sets. And I saw her perform, and I was just, blown away, and I think we just really hit it off, as friends right off the bat. And then I invited her over to record a song, and the rest is history.
So, for those who don't know, how would you describe your genre of music?
The explanation we have for it right now is psychedelic party folk, which I think we really love and identify with, but some people are just like, what did you just say to me? And it's not the most specific description, but I think it captures what we're trying to do pretty well. Does anybody else have a way to describe us?
Definitely more about a vibe to the music rather than a specific genre. And I think that's why we like psychedelic party folk so much, is because it's not really a genre. And I think it just captures kind of the vibe that we're going for, which is basically like a grown-up kid's birthday party.
So, I know you mentioned you like Alt J, Gary Clark Jr., a few of them. Who would you say is your biggest musical inspiration?
I think that's a little different for all of us. A big inspiration for me would be the Flaming Lips, but another band that was a big part of my childhood that recently came up is the Polyphonic Spree, and we have the chance to play with them next week here in Austin, and we're really, really excited about that.
Blind Melon was a big influence for me growing up, listening to them a lot. But really, everything. I play the drums, so anything that has beat, pretty much, is good to me. Paul Simon and Elvis are my two favorites in terms of singers and songwriters. Or, well, if Elvis can be considered a songwriter, then I'll take it.
I'm pretty much constantly shifting. I love everything from right now I'm listening to mostly St. Vincent. I listen to St. Vincent nonstop. It's constantly in my car is St. Vincent. But I love older music. I love Electric Light Orchestra and Fleetwood Mac, and we covered a Fleetwood Mac album, Rumors, for Valentine's Day 2 years ago, and that was really fun to dig into that music in a really deep way, and I think it really impacted us a lot as songwriters. They're incredible songwriters.
I would say for me, my biggest influences are Beck and the Beach Boys, just for completely different reasons, but I guess the Beach Boys for vocals and Beck for just musicianship and being able to compose a song or parts of a song in such a way that really resonates with me very well. And I try to use some of what I learned from listening to his music and what I play.
Rally it up.
So I have to ask, where did the name come from, Calliope Musicals?
Our name if I'm being honest, came as a suggestion from my mother. But she always thought that just like the Calliope was the muse of epic poetry and Greek mythology, her name meant beautiful voice, and it's just kind of a fun word to say too. Once you figure it out. And I think like our initial idea for the band was for it to be like more than just like a show, more than just like playing music. And so I don't know, I feel like musicals really kind of like maybe like elevated that to like kind of like set an expectation. It's cool because I think having that in there is like motivated us into finding like ways in which we can bring that out in our music and like create kind of a story with our performances rather than just playing a set list.
Yeah, as much as people can't pronounce our name, I really agree with Carrie that the musicals part is really, it encourages us to do something more than just be a band, and it makes people wonder like, well, is that a band you're going to see? And at first I thought that was like possibly a bad thing, but now it's one of my favorite parts of what we're doing is that, well, maybe we don't have to do just like what people expect a band to do. We can, put on a totally different kind of show. So.
Okay, last question. Are you guys working on anything right now, or what can listeners expect for the near future / far future? Any future?
We have an album coming out in January. It's going to be called Time Owes You Nothing. We recorded it back in February in the Sound City Studios in Los Angeles, and we're really excited about it. It's a full-length album, and we worked really hard on it, and we learned a lot in the process, and we are really excited to let the world listen to it. We've been holding on to it for quite a while.
We also just recorded a song with Fringy Smith. We kind of did it inspired by Raw Paws. Their local artist collective, they just and record label, they just put out a compilation album that was all alien themed, and we recorded with Fringy Smith and did this really fun song called Party Master in the Space Brigade, and we just put that out on our SoundCloud so people can check that out there for now. It's a really fun song. We love it. It was after, as soon as we got back from the studio recording our album, it was like one of the first things we did when we got back, so we were definitely in a really interesting headspace when we made it. So it's really fun to listen to. I'm excited about that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. It was super nice. You may be a contestant in our best interview. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching.